Dan Olson here, aka Lieutenant Dan, with the Law Enforcement Inspection and Audit Group, also known as LEIAG. This is one in a series of conference update videos we're doing to provide you a background for what we're doing to prepare for the conference. So you'll know what to expect when you get here, and we're going to talk about the facilities and the campus as well. We're in Phoenix, Arizona at the GCU campus where the conference will be held. We wanted to give you a preview of the facilities in the campus, as well as thank those involved at GCU for hosting the conference. Today, we're with Joe Yahner, the Director of Public Safety for GCU, who's responsible for hosting the conference. Joe, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Glad you guys could host this event for us. You and I worked together for 30 years in Phoenix.
A very long time.
And you retired a little bit earlier than me, I guess. We just found out in 2016 as the chief, and then I retired in 2017. So it's kind of fun to see what people are doing in their retirement lives, and we're having the opportunity to still be involved in law enforcement, do this, and I want to thank you for hosting us the conference. Can you tell us a little bit about GCU and what we're going to be doing here?
Sure. Well, it's our pleasure to host it. When I say our, GCU is a avid supporter of local law enforcement. Safety is one of the biggest things that, one of the 5 pillars of President Mueller's plan, his strategy, his strategic plan, and safety is a big part of that. So anytime we can host law enforcement, and we do it for a lot of people, we like to stay local and give back to our community and our law enforcement that's here. So we're happy to host. It's a great facility. I think you're going to have a good time.
Well, it's a beautiful campus. Just been around a little bit, and we'll show our folks a little bit more of it. But maybe you can tell us about what part of the campus we're in and what we'll be using, what parts of the campus we'll be utilizing.
GCU has grown by leaps and bounds in the last 10 years, and right now we're at our 27th Avenue complex, which is mainly employee-based. Our campus is just the other side of 29th Avenue. It roughly goes 29th Avenue to 35th Avenue, Camelback to Missouri. And on campus, we have about 10,000 resident students, and then we get about another, rough numbers, we get about another 5,000 commuter students. So it is a busy place over there. Here on our 27th Avenue complex, we have the facility that hosts a lot of our employees from our HR departments and different departments here. Great conference room in there. You got the hotel across the way here with very good lunch specials in the restaurant, by the way. Good parking. And again, this is another very safe area. We have guard booths at each of our 3 entrances. So it's a nice place to come, wide open spaces, and hopefully the weather will be nice in September and you can spend some time outside.
Oh, we look forward to it. And the other thing I want to take an opportunity while we're talking is kind of let the folks know how supportive you are of inspections and auditing and that whole thing. When you and I worked together in Phoenix as the assistant chief and then later as the chief, I mean, you were a phenomenal support to those of us doing the inspection.
Yeah, you know, in my entire career, inspections was always a big deal. And this sounds a little cheesy, but I would always say, don't expect where you don't inspect.
Yeah, sounds
and I used that throughout my career because, you know, from a checks and balances perspective, making sure you're doing the right things for the right reasons and you're doing them correctly every time. Consistency is another big thing. When you inspect things, you're consistent every time. And, you know, when you got taxpayer dollars and some of the scrutiny that comes upon municipalities, you have to make sure your ducks are in a row, and inspections does that for you.
Yeah, well, that's great. And like I said, we really appreciate your support. And from that support, we were able to grow our unit in Phoenix. And as a result, a lot of the stuff that we teach in our classes and through this conference are kind of have evolved from all the things that we started back in Phoenix. So anyway, thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
And Joe and I, we look forward to seeing you guys in September at Grand Canyon University at the conference.